Once upon a time, I started a YouTube channel and got monetized in only 30 days. So yes, I met the requirements of reaching 1,000 subscribers, as well as having over 4,000 hours of watch time. And Google AdSense went ahead and sent me my information in the mail so that I can go ahead and set up my payments for YouTube. So honestly, I think I'm the perfect person to hop on here and tell you guys exactly how to start and grow your YouTube channel in 2025. So let's hop right on into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber Shinice, and here on my channel you can find all things digital marketing and how to earn the digital dollar online. However, we also do dive a little bit into the creator world as well as creator tech. So if you are new, definitely make sure that you go back and binge watch my videos, and once you realize that you love a little on me, subscribe to the channel. And to my oldie but goodies, hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the channel. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Today's video, I'm going to be doing it in like a Q&A format or style. I figured this is the best way to get the answers to burning questions that you guys have been having in regard to starting a YouTube channel. So throughout these questions, I will be giving my tips and tricks on what I think you should be doing. Now, I did mention earlier in this video that I was able to grow a YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, and get monetized all within 30 days. And this was for a YouTube channel that I started about 3 years ago. It was my vlog channel when I decided to switch things main track or main focus over on this page. So yes guys, I'm not over here just giving tips without having done so myself. And of course, as you guys can see, this channel is almost at 50,000. So let's get started with the first question, shall we? This is a question that I hear all the time, and I figured this was the best question to actually start this video with, because I want you to understand that some of y'all don't really need what you got, but you know, I ain't judging, you can use it anyway. First question is, do you need a YouTube intro in order to have a YouTube channel? The answer is absolutely the freak not. Y'all do not have to have a YouTube intro. As a matter of fact, if you're not new here, then you know that I create mainly all of my YouTube intros because I used to be a graphic designer, and that was one of my specialties, creating YouTube intros and outros. And the longer I did it, the more and more I would tell people, hey, you don't need a 30-second YouTube intro, more like maybe 7. And they'd be like, oh my God, but I want to put all these pictures and things. Girl, listen, they want to know exactly what they clicked on that video for. Get straight to the point. They don't need all this other extra stuff. So do you need a YouTube intro? Absolutely not. It's always better to quickly get to the topic, to the point of the video. But if you're going to do one, try making it as simple as possible. Maybe narrow it down to 4 pictures instead of 40, and get right into the meat and potatoes of what the people actually came to your video for. The next thing is, what type of video should I post? What should I post first? Should I introduce myself? All those things. So here's the tea. Although it's very nice to have and it helps you quickly, you do not need a viral video to grow, okay? You need volume and value. Basically saying, once someone finds your channel, they watch a video of yours and they actually like the content that you put out, are they able to go to your channel and check out at least 4 to 5 more videos related to that? Or do you have enough content on your page to make them actually want to hit the subscribe button? So you need to make sure that you're pushing out a good bit of volume, as well as maintain the value of the videos on your channel. So I always recommend to any new YouTuber to record, edit, and have ready to post between 15 to 30 YouTube videos before you even launch your channel. I know y'all like, girl, that sounds insane. Like, who is about to do that? Nobody has enough storage to even save all those videos. Let me tell you why I recommend doing this. This puts you ahead of the game. It keeps you on topic. It keeps you on task. And you do not have to scramble to film content to stay consistent. Let's say, for instance, the video that you post actually does take off. Your viewer does not have to wait 2 and 3 weeks until you post a new video. You're already feeding them. They're already coming back for more, which means they are more inclined to stay on your channel than to unsubscribe simply because you ghosted them. Now I'm not saying that you put up 15 to 30 trash videos that have no substance, that have no value. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I would say take your time, create those videos, so therefore each week you can automatically have videos scheduled and ready for upload, as opposed to having your viewers waiting for them, you falling off and becoming inconsistent because you don't have the time to film. So take your time, film your content, keep yourself a content vault. And so when it's time to upload those videos, all you're doing literally is clicking the button to publish them. And to go along with that, I highly recommend starting off your YouTube channel with making evergreen content. I know a lot of us see the lifestyle vloggers, the beauty vloggers, the fashion vloggers on YouTube. We love and admire them, but let's be real. You've probably been following those people for quite a bit, even before they started vlogging. Why? Because they were teaching you something. They were helping you with something. They gave you some type of value to make you stick around. And then probably over time, they began to vlog their lifestyle, or they begin to vlog the things that they do. And because you already knew this person and you were more curious about who they were on the other side of the lens, that's probably why you decided to stick around. So I never recommend that anybody start off vlogging unless you have a specific niche or you are extremely interesting as a person. And what I mean by this is if you are a travel person that you vlog all of your travel destinations, then people may want to see that because they may want to see the areas that you're experiencing. Or let's just say that there's something very specific or unique about you. Maybe you're hilarious and you're able to capture the people's attention for quite a while. Or maybe you're one of those vloggers who are fearless. You'll go in the grocery store, you'll go in a concert or wherever with the camera and you're not scared to film. Maybe people can admire that about you along with other aspects of your personality. And that is why they choose to stick around. Now, let's just say for instance, you're one of those people who don't quite do a lot. You don't do much. You probably don't even talk a lot, but you want to start a vlog channel. There's a way to do so, but I would say do it within a specific niche. Get really, really, really good with how you capture your content, and it is possible. But evergreen content, y'all, lives forever. I have so many videos here on my main channel that have lived for so long and that literally still pay me, even though I created them years ago, because they're evergreen content that people are constantly searching up and looking for. So, hey, evergreen for me is the way to go. Number 3, who are you talking to? Who is your audience? You have to know who they are in order to connect with them. And that's literally with anything. That's with content creation, that's with business, that's with literally everything, okay? If you don't know who you're talking to and you're just trying to reach the masses, it's very likely that you're going to reach nobody. So get clear on who is it that you're wanting to create content for, what your niche is about. Yes, you can be your niche, absolutely, but find those familiar content pillars that you are posting content specifically about, which will help you reach that target audience. So some things to take into account is, how old is this person that you're creating content for? Are they going to be interested in this type of content if they're 60 versus if they're 18? What are some of the things that this particular audience or this particular person struggles with? What are some specific things that they want to learn? Can you teach them? And how will you teach them these things? So these are all things that you want to think about. For example, these people can be busy moms who are wanting to make some extra money from home, or aspiring content creators who don't necessarily know where to start. For younger audiences, maybe it could be, a first-time college student trying to learn how to live on their own. The more specific you are, the easier it is to talk and to target that particular audience, because you know exactly how to title your videos. You know what to say and what not to say. You know what type of edits to use, what edits to not use. You know what type of music to play and what not to play. You know how long the attention span of this particular person is going to be, so you know exactly when to switch up your clips. There's so many things that you can benefit from by simply knowing exactly who it is that you want to talk to. And just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of when I mentioned the evergreen content strategy earlier, those are definitely the how-to videos, things of that nature that people can literally type in even if they're on Google, and it's possible that your video is going to pop up. So let's just say how to start a YouTube channel. That's going to be some evergreen content. So that's going to be something that people can search at any point in time of the year and still be able to gain traction and views off of that particular content. So even food recipe videos, how to make macaroni and cheese. I don't know how many times a year you may have someone who does not know how to cook or just wanted to find a new recipe for macaroni and cheese. That is considered a evergreen piece of content. So things like that, I highly recommend to implement into your content strategy. All right, let's get back to it. Now let's talk about editing your videos and your thumbnails. People ask me all the time, Amber, what are you using to edit your videos? Amber, how do you put this effect into your video? All these things. Well, y'all, I'm sorry. I can't tell you exactly what's going on right now because I've hired a YouTube editor. Shout out to you, Harry. He is the best, you guys. I have been using him to edit my videos, and you probably have seen him on the majority of my videos this year as well as last year. So I'm no longer dibbling and dabbling into the editing aspect of my YouTube videos. But trust me, I've been on this YouTube platform for about 10 years. I think I have tried all the editing platforms under the sun. And let me tell you, the one that I swear by is always going to be Final Cut Pro. I know y'all like, girl, Final Cut Pro, who has time to learn that? But it's like once you learn how to use Final Cut Pro, you can literally use all the editing systems there is. So I like Final Cut Pro. It's super quick, simple, easy to use in my opinion. And that is just because with time, it just became second nature to use. Another program that is 100% free that I recommend is iMovie. If you are a Mac user, iMovie was super easy to navigate, super easy to learn. So those are two platforms that you can use. However, there's also CapCut that you can use. And long time ago, before I even started with either Apple anything, I would use Filmora to edit my videos. Now, I understand a lot of you guys may not have the time to edit your own videos. I highly recommend going over to places like Fiverr or Upwork and seeing if you can locate a YouTube editor there. I personally found my YouTube editor on Threads. I was literally just scrolling one day and some of his work popped up and I was like, let me send him a message. So that's how I found mine. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing because I need my guy to be able to edit these videos on time for me, but he's absolutely amazing at what he does. And there are so many people out there that are absolutely amazing at editing. And there are a lot of platforms that you can use to research or locate your YouTube video editor. I personally recommend starting out learning how to do your own YouTube editing. For one, it's the most cost efficient and you have the ability to say that you know how to do it. Therefore, you can fix things when they're messed up. I don't recommend hiring an editor if you've never edited a video before, because one, you won't realize how to value them, their time, and their expertise. And then two, if something goes wrong, you will never know how to fix it. So definitely recommend starting out editing your own videos. There are free platforms out there that you can use, but over time it's okay to invest into your channel, and I recommend to definitely do so when necessary. Now, in regard to editing thumbnails, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I still edit all my thumbnails and I still believe they all suck. But, but hey, to each their own. If you want to invest in someone who can edit your actual thumbnails for you, that may be a really, really good idea just so that you can get eyes on your content. However, I use Canva to edit all of my thumbnails. I used to use a long time ago PicMonkey, and I also used to use PicArt in order to edit my thumbnails. But this day and age, I literally just use Canva. And I love Canva because it has all the elements in there. It has all the filters and the effects, all those cool things that you can do, the font and all that stuff. So it's super easy to use. There's definitely a very, very low learning curve in there. And yeah, I recommend them. And they also do have a free version as well if you're not willing to pay for their pro monthly plan. All right, so the next thing is, how do you promote your YouTube channel? How do I get people here? And how do I grow on YouTube? So you have to understand that your YouTube channel is a part of Google's search engine. Next to Google, I think YouTube is like one of the biggest search engines possible. Okay, so I highly recommend doing that evergreen content because that's a really good way to get people over to your channels with those how-to videos. I'm just saying. However, the next best way to get people over to your channel is to promote yourself through social media platforms. And this, you guys, is 100% free. So anytime that you post a new video, you need to be taking a snippet of that video and posting that onto your social media. Get the most high energy, the most exciting, the most questionable, the most like what the heck part of the video that you can find. Post that onto your social media and let people know that you've posted a new YouTube video. You can do this using your YouTube Shorts, your Instagram Stories, your Instagram Reels, your Facebook Stories, your Facebook Reels, your TikToks, whatever the case may be. promote yourself, because people won't know that you have a YouTube channel unless you tell them you have a YouTube channel, and then you just happen to get so big and famous and whatnot that people just know. Other tactics to help you grow on YouTube are actually platforms or plugins that you can download into your web browser, which are like TubeBuddy and vidIQ. I personally use vidIQ and I absolutely love both of them, but I chose to go with vidIQ. These particular systems help you kind of boggle down on SEO, because SEO is actually really, really important when it comes to marketing and promoting anything on the digital web, okay, especially on YouTube. So it helps me come up with, titles that host my keywords and description that has my keywords in there. Helps me come up with hashtags. It helps me come up with some cheat tools. And the cheat tools that I like is anytime I have a YouTube idea or a title or something that I want to use, I'm able to search that into the YouTube search bar, find videos that are similar to the topic or about the same topic that I'm talking about, and I can go peek at everybody else's hashtags and things that and keywords and things that they're using that if you were just using regular YouTube, you would never be able to see. So I'm able to see all their back end analytic type of SEO stuff on videos, and that way I can get an idea of the keywords that I should be using in my videos, or titling, things of that nature. So it's like a little cheat code, and I definitely recommend it. And there's also a way that you can pay for your YouTube videos to be boosted through YouTube. I used to dibble and dabble in that years ago. We don't do that no more. I'm pretty sure it has worked for some people in their channels, but girl, bye. We not over here. Didn't work. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are wanting to know exactly what I did in order to get monetized in 30 days. When I started my vlog channel, I want to say it was about 3 years ago. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But it was back when I was building my second home, which is the home that I'm in now. And a lot of the videos were in regard to home updates. It was in regard to furnishing and decorating my home. So I had a specific niche that I knew I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to mix in a little bit of lifestyle and vlogging with that as well. But it was in regard to home stuff, right? So I started off with a niche, a target audience. I knew exactly who I wanted to reach. I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. And I was very consistent with uploading content. I think about 2 to 3 times a week if I could. I would upload content to that channel. I'm not sure back if YouTube Shorts were like really in back then. I think they had just started, right? So I would probably upload a couple, not really. And then I made sure to use a platform like vidIQ to make sure I was putting in those keywords, things of that nature. So really big thing here is I was very niche focused and specific. I was very consistent, and I was able to do a lot of research with vidIQ to where I knew what type of videos were doing very well at the time in my particular niche. And because of that, I was able to produce a video that got a lot of traction, a lot more than my other videos, even though they were getting a really good amount of traction at the time. Anywho, long story short, that's how I was able to get monetized fairly quickly over on that channel, because I low-key knew what I was doing from experience on this channel. However, I would say I got to one of those points where I was like, oh, I want to vlog my life and I don't want to talk about the house anymore. And once I did that and I switched up on my people, they switched up on me. So I wasn't able to retain my audience very well on that particular page, because I literally switched gears and was just like, I'm going to vlog my creator lifestyle, as opposed to what I initially brought everybody there for. So I think it's really important to find a niche that you're very, passionate about, but you also are able to add different pillars into. So therefore you can always create content that is related in some kind of way, but you don't get bored off doing one thing, one exact way every single time. So that is my tips to you in order to grow on YouTube as well. This is also a question I get a whole lot, okay? So this particular question is, how much can you earn, or how much do you get paid from YouTube? So research says that YouTube AdSense pays anywhere from between 10 to 30 cents per view, depending on your CPM, okay? Some people have low CPM, some people have higher ones. I would say anybody that's in the finance niche, there's certain niches that have higher CPMs, okay, when it comes to getting paid from YouTube. So just in case anybody was thinking about it, I'm just saying, But the thing about that is you keep about 55% of that ad revenue, and you get paid the month after. So basically you get paid like between the 20th and the 22nd of every month, and you'll get the paycheck from the previous month. But I do have a lot of people that specifically, because I share a lot about my digital marketing and how much I get paid from there. But y'all, I can't tell y'all about every single stream of income that I have, because then I'll be telling y'all too much, okay? I could tell you about it, but I may not give you specific numbers. So personally, I will say this: YouTube does pay a couple bills for me, and it pays one of the highest bills that I have. Yeah, it hurts every single time I have to transfer the money over. But I will say that yes, YouTube does pay a couple bills for me, but that is not the only way that I get paid from YouTube. So we're just talking about Google AdSense. There are other ways that you can get paid from YouTube, and when those checks come in, they're quite nice as well. So I will say this: you can get paid from affiliate marketing. So a lot of the times brands will reach out. Let's just say, for instance, the brand we're talking about is Amazon. And they're like, hey, we love that you talk about this on your channel. Our product is within that niche. We want to give you a code so that you can help us sell some more stuff. And you can use this code and you'll get paid a commission off of every time that you sell this item. So you get paid from affiliate links on YouTube, just depending on like if the brand reaches out. You can also reach out to a brand and pitch them as well to see if they're willing to give you a commission of a particular item or product. And if they do have an affiliate program, then that is definitely one way to get paid from affiliate marketing through YouTube. There's also like channel memberships, and you can get paid a monthly fee from that, from each of your subscribers. There are options for you to go like live, and you can get paid from live, I believe. There's a way that you can get paid from live. So that's an option as well. You do have the option of selling digital products and e-courses, all those things. And of course, if you guys have not tapped into digital products, I myself have made $250,000 from selling digital products, and YouTube is one of my biggest platforms that I use to market. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check out my digital marketing playlist. I can put you on, okay? And then of course, the other way that you get paid from YouTube are the brand deals, okay? That's where everybody's trying to be in life. They're trying to become YouTubers so they can get connected to these brands and get brand deals. And you guys, I have had some pretty amazing brand deals in my past, and they were able to discover me from YouTube. So YouTube can put you in places in front of certain people in the right rooms. So I always recommend people to start a YouTube channel, because you just never know where it's going to take you. And I am still very, 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 very shocked and grateful for all of the opportunities that YouTube has afforded me with. So yes, the Google AdSense money, it's really great. Take care of a couple of bills, but there's so many other ways that I earn money just from being on YouTube that I ain't going nowhere, period. Next part of this video is going to be your YouTube starter kit. What type of equipment do you need to start a YouTube channel? I tell people all the time, all you really need is one of these and one of these. Get you some natural lights, sit in front of the window, prop your phone up, and get to recording. Now, when I initially started YouTube, I begged my husband for a camera, and he bought me, I think it was the Canon T5i or the T7i, one of those. So I've always recorded off of a camera for the most part on YouTube, but that's just me being bougie little me. You do not need a camera. Your phone, your camera phone, these come with really, really good quality these days. So do you need like all those little lighting gadgets and all these things? No, literally sit your camera in front of a window and get to filming. Now, once you're able to actually make an investment into your channel and you're able to start purchasing certain things, oh baby, the list can go on. I actually have a YouTube video of all the YouTube equipment that I use, my whole one stand setup that I use for YouTube. Like I told you guys earlier in the beginning of this video, I am a creator tech girl. I kind of love the tech space. So you're going to find a lot of items in my Amazon storefront, all about creator equipment, okay? Because I love me some tech stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at about 3 cameras right now. There's a camera here. There's 2 sitting over there. They're not recording, but y'all, I just love tech gear. But if you really want to get into it, I recommend to anyone starting out the Sony ZV-1. It's not as expensive as all these other cameras are. It's definitely not the cheapest, but I think as opposed to quality. I think for quality, you're really getting a bang for your buck, and it's super easy to use. A lot of people rave about the DJI Pocket 3. I have the Pocket 2. I did have the Pocket 3, but I gave it away simply because I feel like the cameras that I have produce the quality of content that I am known for, so I would rather stick with that. But definitely the Sony ZV-1 is a really good camera to start out with. It's small, you can take it places with you, you can buy one of those little external flashes and it can become your photography camera, all that stuff, okay? So if you're gonna start out there, definitely do so. I'm currently using the DJI Mic Mini, and if you guys can hear, the audio quality is pretty good for $100 and something for 2 little mics and a charging case. I think it works perfectly fine. So definitely recommend this. If you're able to get yourself a ring light or a soft light or a studio light, those are definitely recommended if you can. And like I said, I'm going to leave my Amazon down below, and you're going to see all the equipment that I use. Some of the things may not be the most budget friendly, but for those who are ready to invest into really good equipment, trust me, I got it all. Okay. Of course, you need some type of tripod, whether it's a small little vlogging tripod like this, or one that can stand on its own. It gets pretty tall. Some type of tripod, so therefore you're not holding the camera, you're not getting shaky footage, or your footage is, off to the side or something like that. So definitely a tripod is a great investment as well. And then most of us are already familiar with CapCut, so I recommend CapCut still. I know a lot of people are very weary about the whole licensing and agreements, ownership to footage. I would say do your own research, and if you find yourself comfortable with the terms, then still use CapCut, and it's really, really simple and easy to use. All right, guys, so I'm gonna answer these last 4 questions fairly quickly because these are the kind of questions that I get all the time about starting a YouTube channel. So let me just go down this quick little list. First question is, how often should I post? I'm telling you to post at least 2 long form videos a week if you can. I'm working on it, y'all. I know y'all probably like, Amber, how you gonna test my... Listen, if you're just starting off, trust me on this. At least 2 long form videos and at least 1 to 2 shorts a week, okay? Start off on that consistency, see if you can build from there. If you can do more, that's great. But that is bare minimum if you're starting off, I highly recommend. The next question is, should I vlog at the start? We talked about this earlier in this video, and I do not recommend vlogging unless your life has a clear value for your viewers. So if it has some type of clear value, some type of entertainment, or something that's going to keep people's attention, go ahead and do the evergreen content until we can get there, okay? So you can build up an audience that wants to see more of you, then do not vlog yet, okay? Question number 3, is storytelling important? Absolutely. Heck yes. Absolutely yes. Hell yes. Storytelling is a part of literally everything. Storytelling is a part of, making sales. Storytelling is a part of being a content creator, making YouTube, long form, short form. And you cannot hold somebody's attention span off of sharing your story, or inspire somebody off of sharing your story, or warn somebody off of sharing your story, or, your testimony, whatever the case may be, then you probably won't be able to keep people around for a very long time. And I don't mean go out here and make up a story. Everybody has a story to tell. So find how that story, gives value to what it is that you're trying to do, and share your story. Trust me, it's going to help you in the long run. And then someone also asked, can I grow without a niche? It is absolutely possible. Y'all, there's some people that just show up on the internet, post stuff, happen to go viral, and they post what they want to, when they want to, how they want to. There are a unicorn of a people that exist out there like that. It is possible. However, it's so much easier, and it's so much, you're more susceptible into falling into creator funk, burnout, and it can literally just be harder because you're literally always throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks instead of having a plan, sticking to it, and knowing who it is that you want to reach. So that's my rapid fire questions for y'all. So if you want to skip all the guesswork, I got you. Definitely check out my description box below where you're going to be able to find my free YouTube channel starter kit. So that's where we basically recap this video. We definitely go over my growth strategies, formulas, and checklists to go ahead and get you monetized fast, okay? So if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely make sure that you hit the like button. Absolutely go back and binge watch my videos. And once you realize that you love little old me, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to the channel today. And don't forget to comment down below your channel's name and niche, because you just might be able to find your next subscriber down in the comment section below. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away. Come chase beach views and every day. All I wanna